All right, so I'm just going to kind of go into it instead of reviewing what we did last time, because really what we did is we created this player health script, and all it did is it found the spawn point in the scene. If I grab like Theo, for example, let's see, let's go into level 01 here, and I'm just going to grab like Theo and drop him in there, and I'm going to press play. So here's Theo, and because you could see that the other Theo was in there. I think if I delete him out, will it automatically? I don't think it will because we have that instantiate method with the game manager. Oh yeah, it looks like it's just loading in Theo. Okay, that's fine. So what I want to do now is I want to subtract from this maximum health. So I'm going to create like an enemy damage script. And so when I bump into this mushroom and it sees that the player is tagged with player here, it'll reduce the health. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So we have our scripts folder here, and I'm starting to veer off of my CSS naming convention, which is bad, but that's okay. Maybe the next game, which if I don't think we'll have time in this class, but the next one we'll start doing a role playing game, a 2D role playing game. We'll just make a new project instead of all these mini games. We'll see. Actually, you know what? I'll introduce you to namespaces, and then that'll correct all of this underscore CSS stuff that we're doing. Anyway, so here we have our non-playable character, enemy controller. Let's go ahead and just gonna grab a thing here. Let's create a C# script, and let's name this enemy damage. I'm just gonna grab this script and drop it in here. Now, the first thing we're gonna need is here. Let's do public int and then damage amount. And we'll just make that equal to like 10 or something. And so let's grab our mushroom enemy here. And let's grab this enemy damage script. Put it on there. You could see that we have this public variable. It's got damage amount 10. And what we want to do next is, I think we'll just keep it pretty simple. I'm going to highlight all of this and just delete it for now. Is we'll do a void on collision enter 2D, because we're doing a 2D object. And the first thing we want to do is if the object, remember this variable here, if we bump into something that has a collider on it, it's going to check whatever that is. And so we can say if the other, other dot game object that we bumped into has the tag. So we're going to compare the tag of player. I'm going to save that. We're going to do something. I don't know what that something is. Well, I mean, we do. We know it's going to detract the health. But the thing is, maybe we need another variable up here. We'll make it public just so we can keep track of it. And then later you could unmake these public. But called player health. And that's just the same name as our player health script here. And then we'll just make it lowercase player health. Well, because we made it public, one of the naming conventions is like anything that's public, it has a capital P. If it's private, they do an underscore in the front. So sometimes you'll see it'll auto suggest things that look the same as the data type. And then what we can do here is we can say player health equals, I wonder if we could just grab, maybe we do it in start, where we just go, no, we'll use it in here. So we'll grab player health here, and we'll say equals collision or other dot game object dot, and then the component, we want to get a component, and the component we want to grab is this player health component. So now this player health variable here has full access to, like, if I hit dot here, you can see we have take damage. Remember that take damage method? And we could pass in a variable, like a value here. And that value can be damage amount, which is 10. I think that's it. I do want to wrap this in a if-else statement, just checking if it's null. But for now, let's hit Control S and let's see if that works. All right, so we have a player transform, which we could not find, which is interesting. Let's go ahead and grab our character, I guess. Actually, let's select our enemy. I think we might have to find... No, there you go. Sally, player health. Okay, let's select Sally. We have to play with that position of that camera. Maybe always keep it centered. So you can see it's updating here, but it's not updating here because... See how it says player health equals 40? Because bank health, this is just the initial value that we're setting. I don't know if you guys saw that. Let me open up my component here. So let's clear this out. So it is working. So if I press play here, and you could see, boom, her health is 90. He keeps hitting us 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 0. And I respawned all the way over here at the initial spawn point. I don't like that main camera being an offset of 0. Let's save that. And then let's just play this out from the beginning. Let's see. Oops. Let's go back to the main menu. And let's save this. Go to the main menu, press play. I'll select Sally again. Yeah, I kind of like it centered a little bit better. Boom. 10, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30. Leave me alone. Stop hitting me. Boom. We respawned over here. This platform definitely needs to be longer. That initial platform, because I keep falling off of it. But we haven't even done any real level design. We just... we're just building out the core mechanics at this point. So what that means is essentially like we're just trying to get movement, enemy, and all that stuff, and then we'll build out like the core gameplay. Because the whole point of this game really is, well, this project is an exercise in just learning how to make a platformer from start to finish. But we're gonna build out levels and we're gonna have pickups and all that good stuff. So, but for now, I think I'm gonna end this video here. We're already at like 7 minutes and some change, and we've got a successful enemy damage script. And then, yeah, I think that's good. What we should do next, and that'll kind of end up this week, is we should create a player health bar at the top, and maybe a UI manager to control that. And what that'll do is just kind of like, it'll go down by these increments as our enemy hits us.